Family, family, family. What's going on, everybody? That's in the stream as of yet. What's going on? Hope you guys are enjoying time with your families today. Um, enjoying this time away from uh, the harsh reality we call life. Take that time and spend it with your family, and whether you celebrate Christmas or not, to still have an opportunity to be around family and spend time with family. I hope everybody is safe and doing this thing correctly. Um, we still got that hawk around out there. So, I hope everybody has been safe and smart about the way they're doing things. And most of all, enjoying your kids and your family. For those who still have mothers and fathers around, grandparents, all of that, man. Aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, whatever it may be. I hope you guys are enjoying that. So definitely wanted to come on live again today, because I know a lot of people um, have an opportunity to pop in and talk about some Pistons, some Lions, some whatever, Tigers, Red Wings, whatever you want to talk about. So, this is one of the few times of the year where there's a mass majority of people that have available time. So, with that said, said, hey, man, let me come on, go on live for about an hour, hour and a half, man. Let's talk about our sports teams. Been watching some of the other games occurring today, trying to keep track with these scores. We will have after tomorrow, we have a nice little break from, Pistons basketball, at least, until we play the Knicks. So, let's talk about, some of the current situations that's going on with this team. Try to go over some of the things that I didn't go over yesterday with Pops. Bring up a couple of more topics. Definitely want to give a couple of more players some recognition. Made some moves with the Detroit Pistons where they brung up Cassius Winston and Derek Walton Jr. They brung those two in and signed them to a deal so they can pretty much compensate for Cade, Killian, and Saban Lee all being out due to the COVID protocol. So they are still up under protocol. I see you asking, Relax World. Still under protocol. So they brung in some guys from the G League, more guys from the G League, and we have an opportunity to take a look at some of them players. We all know Cassius Stanley and Derek Walton Jr. So it's going to be interesting to see them in a Pistons jersey and, going out there and potentially getting some type of time on the court. We know Corey Joseph is going to take up a lot of that time, but, between the two, we'll see who gets on the floor. Have you heard about Kelly Olynyk? I have, and Kelly Olynyk, I believe it was January was the goal. I believe it was January to go. The goal, not a specific date, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I think I read January. But yeah, Cassius Stanley, Chet Diallo. We get an opportunity to see these guys on a Pistons basketball court. Like I said, hopefully Chet Diallo can get more minutes because I truly like the way he plays. Like I said, for him to fight his way into a rotation would be something I think the Pistons won't regret doing because, like I said, his motor is high. He uses his athleticism, his wits. Like I said, he's not 6'11", 6'10", but he has the athleticism to compensate for that. So, like I said, him in the pick and roll is been pretty good to watch in the G League. It's been pretty good to watch in the G League. So we'll see what we get. We all know that numbers are inflated in the G League. Like I said, Saban Lee was the lead scorer in the G League. Should tell you in itself. We've seen guys like Stanley Johnson and Sekou Nboya and, many players go to the G League and absolute dominate. So, yeah. Big free agent targets, I'm not sure, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think the Pistons are going to make a big move until the offseason. I think that's where you get your big move for the Pistons. Whether it be trade Jeremy Grant, it depends on what we get back for him. Trading Jeremy Grant is obviously something that's still in a lot of Pistons fans' mind right now. It still seems that they're going to most definitely make the move. It's just going to be, well, what team and what are we going to get for them? Like I said, the Pistons are in the driver's seat for first time in a while in this situation. So you won't have to give away. Won't have to give away many parts, to get something. These teams are after him. So the Pistons need to use that to their advantage, man, and try to get some good capital for him, or at least a really good young player. For him, man. What's going on, Detroit Drew, man? Good to see you on here. The busy man, man. I know what that busy life is like, bro. Trust me. Fresh baby. I know what it's like. Man. What do you think happened to Sekou? Lack of effort. I think Dwayne Casey happened to Sekou. Sekou was fine until then. Blake Griffin also happened to Sekou. That's what I believe it was. He definitely was playing some inspired ball in his rookie season, but second season, not being able to get on the court, not being put in the best position, being stuck in the corner like Dwayne Casey is doing other players right now on this team. It just didn't work out for him. So hopefully he can find a team, that's less fortunate, that wants to give him an opportunity, and he can regain that fire that he had, because like I said, it literally was like watching two different players between his rookie season and the following season. So, we'll see where that leads. But I thought Casey was a great young guy. That's been the tag and the label that's been attached to Dwayne Casey. But, ever since last season, I had issues with Dwayne Casey. I'm probably sure y'all are aware of that. But that's the tag that he gets, a guru at developing young talent and things and all of, we talked about that yesterday, went over some of the details that we've been seeing lately that will argue against that statement. But like I said, I stay away from it, because I'm going to give him his just due. I'm going to give him his time. And, within that time, he needs to show us something. Show us, what you're doing, because like I said, I'm seeing some of these young players pull themselves out of the dirt. What I'm saying? Like Sadiq Bey pulling himself out of the dirt, out of those sophomore type of slumps and whatever you want to call it. So, what it is, it's just something that we just gonna have to watch. Like I said, it's really nothing you can say about it. It's something that you're gonna have to wait and see. You can wait and see. Us as fans, of course, we don't trust his methods, because we see some things out there that we want different, and everybody's going to have that opinion. But at the end of the day, it's his job. It's Dwayne Casey's job, and he's going to have to be the one to make those young guys and get the best out of them. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, bro. Never forget that dunk over Tristan Thompson. Yeah, man. Some people had that as their screensaver on their phone. But yeah, so what's going on, Nomis? I see you in here, bro. And I see one of my troll brothers in here too in the comments. I love to. Yeah, we need a rim protector decides. Yeah, I that almost has to be the situation if you're gonna move on from Jeremy Grant. If you ask me, it's your biggest problem. Your biggest problem. So, yeah, man, Udonis Haslam, his shots, he wasn't even looking at the rim, bro, and they was falling. It was so annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Haslam shouldn't even be out there on the court. like, come on, man. What's going on, everybody? I see you guys coming in here, Christian. Same to you and your family, man. But yeah, that was hilarious, man. Me and Pops was talking about that as well. The biggest thing I noticed, Dwayne Casey wasn't. Yeah, that's the one thing you don't teach with a lot of the guys, to be honest. I feel like Cade is in his best position when he attacks the basket. To be honest, I honestly do. I honestly do. When he attacks the basket, it's just great thing for him. But like I said, it's just something that they're not preaching. And if you watch enough of these games, you can tell they're not preaching that to these guys for some reason. So, like I said, Dwayne Casey's head coach. I'm not. Whatever. It is what it is. Did you check your email yesterday? No, I did not check my email. I need to. Um, yeah, Haslam is old, man. Haslam is very old. But he's still going. He's still going, man. And him being as old as he is, at least he can still find a way to get a bucket. You know what I'm saying? So Haslam's game, it's funny I bring up Haslam. Haslam's game and his 15 to 18 footer is something that I want to see Isaiah Stewart do. That is something that I want to see Isaiah Stewart do. I want to see Isaiah Stewart, Antonio McDice the heck out of people. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to give me some space, 15, 18 feet, I'm taking a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting the ball. That's what I truly want to see from Isaiah Stewart. But then again, once again, I don't think they're preaching for him to do that right now. They asked him to shoot threes last season just to see if he was capable. But this season, you just don't see it. You just don't see it, man. Appreciate that, Rob. Appreciate that, Robert Jones, man. Same to you and your family. I just wish they used it. Yeah, man. You got to find ways to get him in that post more. What's going on, Eli? I see you in here. Yeah, man. Like I said, I definitely want to see him do that more. Use his height to his advantage against some of those guards, man. Clear out that side, let him go to work in that post. But then at the same time, I said I truly do believe he is at his best when he is attacking a basket. So, that layup goes a lot for Cade. And I just I want to see him do it more, but I don't want him to overdo it either. Because like I said, his body is not ready right now to take that type of consistent beating in this league. Also, with him being a vegan, I don't think his body's ready for that right now. I think he needs to focus over the summer on getting some more strength and bulk in that body a little bit, and getting a little bit stronger, especially in his base. His base needs to be stronger. So he has plenty of time to do that. How much longer till beef? Nobody, not until the end of the season, if that happens. I tell people all the time, you with these young guys, if that was the goal, they would have been did that. If that was the goal, the Pistons would have did that. They would have put any one of these guys on the bench if that was the goal. Even through all of the struggles and slumps and whatever else, that's not the goal. That's just not going to happen. I don't believe it's going to happen one bit. They're going to start this season. This is audition season as a starter. And if it don't work out, then you may possibly see some moves where they go to the bench or the Pistons decide to move on from a player or two. So they're going to finish this season. They're definitely going to finish this season because, like I said, if they were concerned with wins and losses right now, they would have been tried to make a move or move some of these guys to the bench or anything. But that's not the case, man. Like I said, we lived through probably an entire month of Corey Joseph playing some of the worst basketball you ever seen in your life, and he still got minutes. So I don't think that's the narrative. That's why I stepped away from that and said I think that Troy Weaver is truly trying to dip himself back into this next draft because he knows the talent that's coming out of it. So, just because they come in a press conference and say, oh, we had a losing season and we definitely got to improve on that, don't mean that's what they actually think. You got to tell the fans something to keep them satisfied, and get them excited. So I truly believe that's what it is. That's the deal. I think we're looking forward to this next draft to pull out one of those big guys. What up, King? Looking forward. Yeah, man. Drafts and free agency is where it's at, man. Draft and free agency is definitely where it's at, man. That's what's going to, help catapult this team a little bit farther, faster. But I don't think they're in a rush right now where they're trying to do something drastic. So I think that's where we at. I think that's where we at. They're gonna let these young guys play throughout this season, and then after this season, you'll see Troy Weaver, make some moves via the draft and free agency. Yeah, Wally, you're entitled to your opinion. A lot of people got a lot of opinions. I'm not here to give you my opinion. To be personally, I'm not here to give you my opinion on if I think this player should be on the bench or not. I'm just telling y'all right now what the Pistons are doing. That's what the Pistons are doing. A lot of people got opinions about a lot of players. Don't mean they're right. Don't mean they're wrong. That ain't what this is. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, the Pistons they're going to play these guys. They're going to see what they develop into after a full season. That's just the game plan. Whether we like it or not, whether we want to watch it or not, whatever. That's what they're going to do. That is what they're going to do. What position am I drafting right now? Center. Me personally, Isaiah Stewart, I don't want him playing center at this current time in his career, because like I said, he's not athletic. He's not athletic. You know what I'm saying? Even though we love to compare him, say, oh, well, Ben Wallace this, he's not Ben Wallace either. Ben Wallace wasn't even heard of at this point in his career. No one even knew who he was. Let's be honest about it. So when people compare and say he's not Ben Wallace, that's not what I mean by that. What I'm saying is he's not athletic as Ben Wallace, where that made up for a lot of his mishaps as far as his size. He was able to get up enough to block shots. You know what I'm saying? So, but we don't have a point guard. You like Killian over Stu? Bro, first of all, you have our two guards playing out of position. You have two pick and roll guards with nobody to pick and roll to. That's first and foremost. So I think you might need to go and get a role guy and see what you got. Simple and plain. Cade is not a point guard, Dale. He's not a point guard. I'm pretty sure anybody that's been watching kind of figured that out by now. Cade is a guard that can pass the ball sometimes. Not a point guard. He's a turnover machine. His college career, he's still a turnover machine. He's a guy, he's a Luka Doncic, James Harden-ish type of guy where he can just score and pass the ball and give you some goodies on the side. But he's not a true point guard. That's not what he is. They made that decision for him. His brothers and his trainer made the decision to have him switch to that. But he's not a point guard. He is a guard that does a lot of good things. He's not I can't put a position on him. What's going on, Marvin? What's up, man? Yeah, Luka Garza. I mean, Luka Doncic is not just a bona fide point guard. It's not what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's a guard that does a lot of things. That's what he is. Simple and plain. He can get better at point guard. He probably could if he was, I don't think his game is suited for it, to be honest. Unless he would really have to work on his passing. I will say that. And, it's his rookie year. So in rookie point guards, you see that. I don't know yet. But right now, I just think he's more suited for something like that, like a point forward, or I can't put a position on him. I can't put a position on Cade. Cade is just good. Simple. He is just good. Simple. So I can't put a position on Cade Cunningham. I can't call him a point guard. That's not what he is, bro. He can play positions 1 through 4. You know what I'm saying, at times. And like I said, right now in his career, he's just not the greatest. He's not the greatest passer. He passes the ball well at times, but sometimes he has to learn the speed of the NBA. He still needs to learn a lot of things as far as the speed of the NBA and what passes you should attempt and which ones you shouldn't. Typical, point guard woes. Some point guards come in the league and they have struggles with that, man. And then 2 to 3 years into their career, you see them clean that up a little bit. But you do have some that made an entire career where they actually averaged some turnovers. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the situation. He will flourish in the pick and roll, Marvin. Flourish. They need a big so bad to pick and roll with, man. Yeah. Oh, let me try to get through a few more of these. You think we trading Hamadou? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I think you keep him as a solid role player. I don't see a reason to do it, to be honest. If you're getting that type of production out of him, you know what I'm saying, as one of your role guys, I think if anybody is Josh Jackson, even though I love Josh, that's my guy. He's from the city. He does a lot for the city. But I think if somebody gets traded, it will probably be him before Diallo. Say you still want JaVale McGee. Man, Michael Robinson, Thomas Bryant, Chris. Yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely available, Joshua. Yeah, you must be going through the list. I done looked at it a couple of times, man. Yeah, I think it'll be Hamadou. They're not giving up Wiseman. You know, I seen this come up a couple of times yesterday. They're not gonna do that. What's going on, Bravo? Same to you, man. Enjoy your day, sir. Hope you've been doing that so far. Hey, you entitled to your opinion, Apollo. I don't know what you saying, bruh, for like you telling me something. You entitled to your opinion. Okay, I get it. Y'all be aggressive. He ain't that's your opinion. Okay. It's good to know. We tanking. I mean, at this point, you gotta just know that, Bravo. You got to. You got to. You got to. Appreciate that, relax world. And thanks for the input. A lot of feedback, man. Yeah, you entitled to your opinion, brother. You know what I'm saying? A couple of us already said that we probably would have started him there first before you thrusted him into a starting lineup. You know, especially the way he did his rookie season was out cold. So yeah, you're probably right, but that ain't what the Pistons gonna do. I can guarantee you that. I'm seeing some of the same issues with this Pistons team, with his coaching staff. They just thrusting people in positions. They're not putting people in the best situations to be successful. They just don't do it, and that they're not going to do it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's just. Here's the thing. We all know everything else is there. And when I literally mean everything else is there. This is a points thing with a lot of you fans. It's a points thing. Me personally, I'll be comfortable with him, say somewhere around 15 points a game. That's where I'll be comfortable with him. We all know the defense is there. He's definitely going to be an all defensive player in this league for some years. We know the assists are there. We know the basketball IQ is there, especially when it comes to finding players. We know these things are there. Even rebounding as a guard is there. It's the points. It's the points. And that's I the reason why I ignore it is because, like I said, I come from different eras. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this era right now in this time in basketball, everybody wants the perennial scorer. Everybody wants the perennial scorer. They believe that's what it takes to win in this league right now. So, you know, I get it. I understand that. So what I'm explaining, what I've been trying to explain, he wasn't brung in here to be a perennial scorer. So the Pistons brought him in here on the hope that he can develop over a couple of years into a scoring mentality. That's what they drafted him on. They drafted him on that. It's kind of selfish for us to sit here and try to judge him based off points right now, because that's the only argument you have right now is points. And like I said, of course, I know that that can come. You know what I'm saying? We've seen some of the best in the game come into the league and have some scoring issues. We all thought, some of the current players that's in this league is like that. The thing is, right now, it's the points. It's the points. Do you think the coaching is bad, or I think it's man, you put me in a tough spot, Robert Jones. I think it's a combination of both. I think it's a combination of both. That's my true legit answer. I think it's a combination of both. Yes, Dolo. Yes. Jabari and Banchero are my two guys. Those are the two guys you need to be looking at. Those two, or Banchero. I hate when they say Banchero, bro. I listen. It's spelt Banchero. I'm saying Banchero. I don't care how you want to pronounce it. Those the guys, bro. That is an excellent comparison, Wally. Lonzo Ball. Y'all remember Lonzo Ball in his rookie season? Remember why the Lakers gave up on Lonzo Ball? Look at Lonzo Ball now. Go look at his recent games, his last two games, and look at his numbers. And tell me that you don't see the similarities. You look at his beginning, his first season, and you look at his first 2 to 3 seasons, to be honest, but that's what they're hoping is going to happen, where he can give you 19 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds, and some steals, and that's what they're looking for. That's how I pronounce it, bro. Banchero. Damn it. Ben Simmons for Jeremy Grant don't work money-wise. Kelly to make it work, and which they probably would be willing to give up Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk is one of the only questionable signings that I question. You know what I'm saying? The Corey Joseph, I got it. Last year when it happened to sign in, I got it. Corey he regressed. You know what I'm saying? It was playing Russian roulette with his age. But last season, when we brought him in here, Corey was great for us. He was great for us. You know what I'm saying? The Kelly Olynyk thing, I understand the floor stretching, but you need defense. You need rebounding. And those are the two traits where you just don't get from him. You're not getting no rebounding. You're not getting defense. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, absolutely. I can get with that, Apollo. And I see you too, Wally. You're absolutely right. It is. It flows entirely better when he's out there, when he has the ball in his hand. Instead of him in the corner, when he has the ball in his hand, listen, Killian is not a perennial scorer, but when he does attack the basket, they sink. The defense sinks for some reason. Don't know why they respect it so much, but they do. So, you know what I'm saying? If he can, like I said, develop once he developed that probably be his next thing to develop over the summer. This summer, the task for Killian Hayes was to get his body and conditioning together. He did that. He came in here more bulky, more strong. That was noticeable. And it led to him being that dog on defense. Well, his focus this offseason most likely is going to be learning how to attack the basket, just like they did with Sadiq Bey, because Sadiq Bey didn't have that in his game last year. So the assignment is probably going to be that. Well, who would I pick, Killian or Halliburton? I'd probably take Halliburton. I probably would, based on now. I don't know about it, because Like I said, Halliburton is another guy. What does he bring? What does Halliburton bring more than opportunity of shooting some threes for you and doing some scoring here and there? Does he play defense for you? Is he a guy that assists the ball for you? Is he going to go snatch some rebounds for you? That's the thing. So I would say now I'm probably sticking with my guns. But back then, I did kind of have a feeling for Halliburton. I did. But Killian still was my guy because based off of what the draft reports was talking and what the Pistons was looking for, I said I would take Killian. So that's why when I was on the Killian train, that's why I was there. Because around draft time, when I get to watching all them dudes, clips and films or whatever, I could kind of see. I didn't know the defense was like that. Definitely didn't know the defense was like that. But I seen how Killian, listen, I seen how Killian played with bigs. I seen how he played with bigs. And at that time, we still had bigs available, obviously. So I was oozing. I was oozing about that. I definitely was oozing about that. But, you know, me being the guy that I am, I was watching Halliburton too. I was definitely watching Halliburton. Would you take Halliburton or Cade? Cade. Like I said, Halliburton is just a role player to me. You know, like I said, he's going to give you some shooting here and there. That's it. He's not going to score a lot of points every night. That's not going to happen. But there's going to be nights where he can get open and knock some shots down. That's it. That's all he is. You can't say defense with him. You can't say rebounding. He's not going to go and get you a bunch of assists. He ain't running your offense. So I say, like, especially now, I'm definitely going the other direction. Versatility is what I'm looking for. When you had Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, you had versatility with those backcourts. Way to come in here, James. Welcome to the stream. Halliburton. I need a dirty headband to put on. Halliburton. Oh man. Chet, no, hell no, Apollo. He is definitely not Darko. That boy got game. The problem with Chet is he's skinny. Boy is too skinny. Too skinny. This is Chet Holmgren running up the court. This is what he looked like running up the court. that boy need cheeseburgers, steaks. Get that boy some food. He got game though. Can't deny it. He got game. He made it work with that frame, but that frame in this league, you can't play him at point guard. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have to get on that block. And boy, now I can do this. I can do this type of skinny. Evan Mobley. I can do Evan Mobley skinny. But Chet Holmgren skinny, man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, bro. Ooh, I like his game. I like his game. Man, give me about a good 2 to 3 weeks with Chet. I guarantee you I can put some pounds on him. I can put some pounds on him quick. We're gonna be hitting some real exclusive spots in the D. You gotta get you some chili cheese fries and some bacon double cheeseburger deluxes and all that stuff I used to eat. I put some weight on you. Might not be the healthiest, but we can work that out. We can transform that into some muscle. But yeah, he needs some soul food, man. He needs some potatoes. He needs some collard greens. He needs everything. He needs some macaroni. Something. He needs some grits. Get that boy some grits. He need to eat grits 3 times a day. He is smart. He is smart. Like I said, he blocks shots. You know, he does a lot of things well. But this is a grown man's league. So his body would definitely have to transform. It would, if we was to draft Chet Holmgren, we probably get our best results with him in the same time frame when you talking about, you know, Evan Mobley. The reason why I was talking about Evan Mobley so much because, you know, within 3 to 4 years, Evan Mobley is going to be a monster. He's going to be a monster. Duran, I like Duran too. Jabari, Banchero, Duran, I like them. I like them. So, like I said, they got some options. They have some options this draft. You got somebody that you can place in front of or on the side of Isaiah Stewart. He needs a Rashid to his band. He needs that. If he's going to be that type of guy to just rebound and try to block some shots and, hit some opportunities here and there, he still needs that Rasheed Wallace next to him. He needs that lengthy guy that can also block shots, but at the same time, that's a post threat. A post threat, man. It's the reason why, I'm not a big fan of this DeAndre Ayton thing that I be seeing all the time. If Ayton was a floor stretcher, a little bit better of a floor stretcher, then probably so. But for that amount of money, if I said no to Dre, I'm not paying that to Ayton either. I'm not. So, I like I said, I need to see him stretch the floor. Bro, man, if we could somehow get Turner, boy, what? What? Yes, I will take Turner, but man, Indiana is also a crazy team. Yes, he is a beast too, Dolo. He's a beast too. Yes, he is. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Like I said, I'm keeping up with these kids, man. Definitely keeping up with these kids. That's what already. He can use his wits and his length to block shots. He rebounds the basketball. He can handle the ball. The only problem with Chet Holmgren is his body. And if that's all that I got to worry about, I'll draft him. I will draft him because everything else is there. We got the best trainers in the world in the NBA. We have the best nutritionists. We can find a way to put something on this boy. We done seen a lot of slinkies walk into this league and turn into some defined young men. Kevin Garnett, Chris Bosh, Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen this before. Look at Kevin Durant couldn't even bench press anything when he first got into the league. He still, he ain't bulky or nothing, but like I said, man, over time that body started to mature. I'd take him. I would do it. I have no problem with that. But don't expect immediate results when he got to go up against Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what you want to do. Giannis came in here as a toothpick. You hear me? He was so doggone skinny. Now look at him. He a machine. Absolute machine. Yes, Amani Bates should have. He shouldn't have. I think he declared for the draft. I don't know, man. Like I said, I like Noah. Neffy he declared for the draft? I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't think he gets as strong as Giannis, but if he gains some weight and gets some strength, he'll be a real problem. Because, like I said, all the skills is there. All the skills are there. My cousin African, big as hell. Oh damn, shit. We the same size. We the same size, Dolo. Austin Date. Your autocorrect. Austin Date. After Austin Day, I don't want no twigs. That's understandable. But Chet ain't Austin. Austin was Austin came in the wrong era. Austin in this era would have been successful. Austin Day in this era right now would have been successful. Austin Day came in the wrong era. He was ahead of his time. We see a lot of skinny kids now, skinny, tall guys now. So Austin was in the wrong era. Who makes what trade? Trade allows for a second round pick. I mean, at this point, second round picks, what are you getting out of that? What, just another chip to trade to make another trade? Because right now, those type of picks are irrelevant. You got guys waiting to play. You have players waiting to play on this team. Like second round picks right now are literally just trade chips. Draft a bunch of guys and stashing them in the G League. I'm really not interested in that right now. Appreciate that, Joshua. It should be a lot available in this upcoming free agency. It depends on who the Pistons decide to bring in here, and if they, like I said, man, Dwayne Casey got to stop bringing his boys in here. I'm saying they need to, man. I mean, what are you gaining out of that? Is what I'm saying, Bravo. That's what I'm saying. What are you gaining out of Trey Lyles for Stanley Johnson? What are you gaining out of that? Like those type of moves right there is like that's like just forcing it. Like, what are we getting out of this? I'm just trying to see like what is the goal? What's the goal here? Oh, you read that in rumors. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, it's really no point to that type of move. Just to trade. That's what it sounds like. We should have kept Joe Johnson. I seen Joe the other night, man. ISO Joe was out there doing this thing. I seen him. I didn't even know he was playing over there, to be honest. I thought Joe finally had called it and was, somewhere chilling, living the retired life. I think some of us wouldn't mind having a new coach, but like I said, you don't know how much of this thing is plot and how much of it is just bad coach. Would you get back Luke Kennard? It depends. If it's for some pennies, yeah. But he still can't play defense. He still can't play defense. So whoever he guarding that night getting off. Yeah. Yep. Gotta have some D, man. Got to. Got to keep these teams from putting 120 on you. We need some of them good old 100-point game max. You know what I'm saying? Max. Need that defense, man. Especially a team with the type of market that we have. The only way that you're going to be successful in this league is having a defensive mindset. It's just what it is. We all know. I knew that name was about to start popping up. We all know that Mark Jackson will never coach in the league again. We all know. We know why. It's not going to happen. In a heartbeat, I would, but it's not going to happen. a point guard, an ex-point guard in this league, a good point guard in this league as my head coach with 2 point guards that we have, yes, I will do it in a heartbeat. But it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Dan Campbell or Jim Caldwell. Oh man, that's tough. I haven't seen enough of Dan Campbell yet to make that decision. But I'll take him over Matt Patricia. I'll take both over Matt Patricia. You know, the entire city got behind Matt Patricia when he made that move. Yeah. How's that manure taste? You don't know why? That's a rabbit hole I'm not jumping down right now. Not jumping down that rabbit hole, man. Maybe somebody in the comments can get you together, but I'm not jumping down that rabbit hole right now. You'll take Ben Simmons for Grant. The problem is the Sixers is not taking Grant for Ben Simmons. So, yeah, they're definitely not taking. They specifically demanded a top 25 player in this league. That's what they want for Simmons, a top 25 player. You're going to have to give up unworldly amount of things just to get Ben Simmons from the Sixers because they are literally beside themselves. Would I be upset if they beat the Falcons? I wouldn't be upset. Yeah, I would be kind of upset about the draft position. I get it, but I wouldn't be upset about it because the Falcons is one of the teams I expect them to beat. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to mess with the draft position no further. Believe me. But I kind of expect them to beat the Falcons. The way that our team plays versus what the Falcons are, I expect the Lions to win. But we all know what happens when we expect them to win. Something miraculous happens where it just gets bad. So I don't know. We'll see if we can keep this thing consistent that they've been doing lately. We'll see if we get more passes, more than 5 yards out of Jared Goff for a second game straight. We'll see. What did I cook today? Didn't cook today, man. Ate out. And I haven't even had dinner yet, but ate out earlier. Dairy Queen was open, so they got those little boxes, those with the tenders and stuff like that. So that's what we had. I had some milkshakes to go with it. Went to the D, wasn't nothing open there either. So Sam Howell, all right. Yeah, all right. I ain't oozing about him. Said bring back Chocolate Thunder. Sam Cassell. You know what, man? Probably wouldn't be a bad option with Sam Cassell. Sam was a really smart guard himself. That probably wouldn't be a bad. I just want a guard. I want an ex guard as a coach. I really do. I don't. The Marcus Cousins didn't want to come here. I don't think he would want to come to the Pistons. I think he went to a team exactly like he wanted to, a team that's a contender. Those guys don't be wanting to come in and mentor a bunch of kids, bro. At that stage of their careers, he don't want to come be with a bunch of kids. He went somewhere where he wanted to be. That's over there with Giannis and them. They was doing the doing the hustle on the sidelines today. So I think he's having fun there. I think the Anthony Tolliver days is gone. We didn't use them, reused them. I think it's over with now for Anthony Tolliver. Isaiah Thomas for coach. You want some toughness? He can preach that toughness. John Hanson. I still can't believe he was on our team. Guys like him, Hasheem the Beat, some of those names is like these dudes was on the Pistons, bro. Like what? Oh, not octopus, man. He said we see that in New York. Hey man, no, bring him home. Might be, some different fortunes at home. He said IT ain't it. He is not it. Say that man crazy, man. Dave Bean can stay out the city after what he said about Cade. Like, dude, yeah, dude losing it. He can no. No, Kurt. No, Curtis. He can stay out the city. Keep him off the away from the announcer's table. Goodness. And George Blah had him just kissing his butt, man. They love them old glory days. They always comparing Pistons to some player that you never even heard of before. Ulysses Grant from back in 1957. That's who Cade Cunningham reminds me of. What? Like, who is that? It's 2021. You talking about players from the 50s. Oh, boy. Those two, y'all just don't know. I cringe watching the game all the time. Where do you take Lambeer? Not without Biggs. Not without Biggs. Jonathan Kuminga. That's if they willing to give up on him already. Like they literally just drafted him. So I don't know. I don't think they drafted him to come in and just be that guy. So I kind of think they want to give him some time first. But that's who knows? I don't know everything. So. Bro, Dave Bean was talking outside of his neck during that game. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. None of it made sense. Yeah. But according to Dave Bean, Cade Cunningham is not a franchise player that you build a franchise around. So, interesting. Interesting. Bill, I don't want no Waltons. Nowhere near. He said, "Is that Bill Walton?" Lindsey Hunter? No. I'll take Mo Cheeks before I take Lindsey Hunter. Mo Cheeks had Brandon Jennings balling before he got injured. Man, what? Jerry Stackhouse? Wouldn't mind giving him a shot. Yeah, Mo Cheeks was a casualty, bro. He was a casualty, man. That was out of his control. He had to take he had to take a body shot, man. Mike Brown, hell no. His days are past. Kenny Atkins, maybe. Damn sure I'll take myself a coach. I'll be out there slapping people. It's like you pump fake again on that 3-point, don't take it. I'm gonna slap the hell out of you. I'll be a great coach for the Pistons. I have everybody huddle around while I'm slapping the hell out of somebody over there. They be getting in their own way. It be driving me crazy. Especially Lyles, man. Lyles be wide open and he'll pump fake and then go try to do some. I'm like, man, would you just shoot the ball? You messing up your teammates' assists. Shoot. Ah, man. All right. So listen, I am planning a dinner. I'm planning a dinner for my all of my in-laws and my mom. So maybe that day, as I'm preparing outside on the grill, maybe I'll go ahead and do it, Bravo. Because when I did the last one, y'all seemed to, like the blast from the past. So maybe I'll do that too. Um, but it's been long overdue for my parents. Like I said, these days you got to appreciate your parents and the fact that you still have them. So I want to get that together. So it's probably something I'm gonna do. I'm glad you said that. Warriors look dominant again. You can thank Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr understands how to open up guys and how to put guys in great position, how to make players flourish. Something that we just don't have. I mean, you just look at the movement and the offenses, in some of these other teams when we play against them. Look at the movement they have, and look at this jalopy we running. Like I don't even know what this offense is. I don't know if they would give her a chance. I don't want to experiment personally. I want an experienced guard that played in the NBA as my head coach. The old garage. All right, I got you, Bravo. Appreciate it, Joshua. The scoreboard stream, I would literally be a zombie. I wouldn't talk. Like when I'm watching the game, I'm locked in on the game on multiple things, man. I'm telling you, it would suck if I did that because I literally would be like this all game, all game. I probably have a couple of 2-3 minute breaks in between commercials. That's about it. But I can't go score for score, and man, I am paying attention to a lot when I watch the game. I'll just say that. Of course, Joshua. What? What? Of course, I'm watching. The Lions will be there. Of course, I'll be paying attention to that Senior Bowl. I can't wait to the Orange Bowl. I can't wait to the Orange Bowl. I am waiting for that, boy. Hopefully, Georgia plays. Appreciate it, Brandon Blockton. Hey, listen, if you guys do have PayPal or Cash App, use those instead of YouTube to keep YouTube from taking the donations that y'all give. But I appreciate you guys anyway. Yeah, man. You shut down for a minute. I don't know what's going on. What's going on, Just woke? How you doing, man? How you enjoying your day? Yeah, they literally take a lot. They take a lot. YouTube is horrible. Yeah, I can't wait for that Orange Bowl, David, man. I'm ready to see some more college football. I'm ready to get these things going, man, so we can head into this draft and I'm ready to do these scouting videos. I'm ready to get back to that. Even though that's some months away, I am ready to get back to that. I'm telling you, I am ready for it, man. The college football has been amazing this year. And not just because the Pistons, I mean, that's good Lord, the Pistons. Just because the Wolverines are winning, it's some teams some of these teams, some of the upsets they have suffered this year. You know what I'm saying? It's just been interesting. It's been very, very interesting. I don't know. Just woke. I have no clue. What's good, Billy? Yeah, man. Here we go. Some of these players that's elected not to play is some bullshit, man. Appreciate that, Brandon. But man, some of these players elected not to play. We've seen this before. But if this COVID thing keeps going on with some of these teams ain't gonna be able to play, and it's gonna be, oh man, I don't need that to happen. I'm terrified. They need to take notes from Michigan right now. Michigan, they need to take notes from Michigan right now, and they need to bubble those players. Bubble them, bro. I mean, it's just for a couple of weeks. Put them in a bubble. One pride. I'm not paying attention to you right now. Okay. You come in here and say blasphemous things like that. Listen, I, you got James reeling. James was like, "What?" In the Soldier Boy voice. What? You coming in here saying some off the wall stuff? Yeah. I think the Lions. Yes, absolutely, Kurt. We've seen enough for the evidence. It has. It has. It definitely has, man. Um, that culture has definitely changed. Definitely changed. These players, they get up, they play for them. I am upset to see. I understand it, but then I'm upset to see that Amani Oruwariye is done for the season. He's done for the season. They put him on reserve. He's finished. Um, the protection of some of these players. I guess they trying to ensure that they don't win no more games. They got to throw some guys on reserve. Like, listen, bro, y'all playing too hard. Y'all got to stop with this winning. We don't need defense. We need people to catch long bombs on us. I get it. Yeah, protecting those guys, man. And I appreciate that, though. But, Monty's my guy. I wanted him to keep going. I wanted him to keep going. Same to you, piece of quiet. You said golf is going to take us to the playoffs next year. I would bet my car on that. I will bet my car that that doesn't happen. He played nice last game. I get it. I just don't know. I don't believe that. It depends. It depends on. We're not getting an easy schedule. They have never given the Lions an easy schedule. Our schedule is always going to be atrocious. So I don't know about that at all. I just can't get with it. I dig the optimism, but nah, not Jared Goff. You think so, huh? Hmm. It'd have to be definitely in a late round. I don't think they're gonna do it with any of them early picks. I think they going receiver though. Definitely going receiver. They might dip into the pond twice for a receiver. You never know. But yeah, he said heat the oil change. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah. I see linebacker. I see linebacker too. I do. Me personally, I think it's gonna be DN. Something like DN, Then they might go receiver early, around that 20th something or whatever, 20 some odd pick, 23, 25, whatever it end up being. They might go receiver. They might go with another safety. Might go with uh they can go so many directions, man, with that second and third first rounder. They really could. Yeah, that's why I just said safety, man. I think they do that too. I don't know. If a quarterback falls or something like that, they might try to go get a QB one of them later picks. But I don't know. I think it's a lock at one. We take a defensive end. I think that's almost written in stone. you all you Yeah, we need some. We definitely need playmakers. Definitely need playmakers. I wouldn't even say that. I would argue to say that DeAndre Swift could play tomorrow if the Lions was playing meaningful football. I think he could play last week for that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not putting too much weight behind these injuries. I'm not. Reynolds is going to continue to fight his way on that running back in that running back room. Like I said, the kid got something, man. At least every single time he's graced the field, we've seen something. He just did that. He just put 112 yards on the Cardinals. 112 on the Cardinals. We haven't had running backs do that in years for the Lions before Swift and before the couple of times on Johnson did it. But that's not something we used to. And for Reynolds to come off the couch and do that, bro, Netflix or Swifty, of course Swifty, but then Netflix ain't far behind either. I like Reynolds, man. That boy, he runs hard. He's the type of running back that make teams tired of him. Where guys start hiding behind other linemen. Like, dude, I'm tired of this dude. You can definitely have a guy with Reynolds and Swift, and if you keep Williams, you can have a nice little dynamic backfield, man. You got a nice dynamic backfield. You got your Corum Haskins combination. You got your Corum Haskins combination because like I said, catching the ball out the backfield is something that they can do. So I would definitely do that. The guy on the outside for me is Jefferson. When we drafted him, I just was like, why did y'all do that? It's not just because of him as a player. It was just like, like, why did y'all do that? He's the odd man out for me. Who's Netflix? That's Reynolds, running back for the Lions. They call him Netflix. He was on the couch watching Netflix when the Lions called him. Yeah, I would keep all three. It's the first time in a long time you had running backs that can actually produce. Yeah, I don't think we need no more. I would say, you got Swift, you got Williams, keep Reynolds around. You got Igor Buke. When he did get an opportunity to run the football, did pretty well. I don't know, man. But we got to get a receiver, though. Definitely got to get a receiver. If you want Jared Goff to even come close to sniffing anything, we got to get some receivers and some bifocals so he can see those receivers and throw the ball to them. Now, what we need to see is how um, how Okuda and Jacobs' recovery is going to be, next season. That's going to be the biggest question because, like I said, those guys, their progression in those injuries, man, is going to be important because, like I said, you're gonna need more DBs. We got some, and they've been solid, but you can never. We just, I just don't know about that Achilles injury. That is a tough injury to have playing, cornerback. Honest question. Goff, someone good next year. Are you keeping? Hell no. I don't care what he does next year. You got a chance to get out, get out. I am not keeping him as no franchise anything. Should we resign Josh Reynolds? Yeah, for the right price. If it's for a couple of pennies, sure. Well, you know had a couple of cute games, but you ain't that guy. He named one good tackle he went against. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Is this a real thing? Is what some Lions fans are thinking? Name me a good tackle Kayvon Thibodeau went against. Name me one. Hutchinson has went against multiple. Hell, he faced off two of them in Washington. What? Oh man. Why do we do this to ourselves? Oh man, I gotta do a video. I'm gonna have to do a video. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do a comparison video, um, just to show the level of competition that these guys are facing. Just to be clear, you want Hamilton, who had oh, you want Kyle Hamilton? Oh, okay, all right. Mhm. Let's pull up Notre Dame's schedule. Whoa. If y'all pull up the names of some of these, of course, it's going to be on a basis where you got to go and look at them. Ain't nobody just naming tackles out here like that in college. That's a lot of football, man. A lot of different teams. A lot. How many? Hey, One Pride 40. How many sacks, career sacks, are we? How many career sacks do Kayvon Thibodeau have? Just interested to see if you know off the top of your dome. And you want Hamilton too. Okay, Hamilton at safety. Yeah, not taking him with that pick. I'm not taking a safety with the first overall pick in the draft or the second or the third. Not taking a safety. Just like we had no business taking a corner. This season, One Pride 40. This season. You don't want Thibs either. So you want to take a safety with the first or the second overall pick in the draft. That's what you're telling me. Don't compare him to Okuda or many other guys before him, right? So you're telling me that Hamilton is the next Jalen Ramsey? I'm taking a secondary player with a top 3 pick. That's what you're telling me. He's the next. I mean, he's that guy. He's that dude that's gonna make me take him in the top 3. Wow, wow, he is that good, huh? Wow, that's crazy. I did not know he was that good, man. Wow. Maybe they should have gave him the Heisman then or something like that if he was that good at safety. Where I'm taking him in the top 3. That's the kid is good, but I don't know about top 3. He's good. I love Lions fans, man. They said he was that good also. When us people who watch college football knew damn well that it was more system, Ohio State system, than Okuda's actual talent. You could tell that to somebody who watched NFL football and just look up some names and watch a game here and there. But when guys literally follow college football, you can't tell that to them. Ohio State players play well in systems. Do I watch Hamilton film? Okay, it's been great. Appreciate you guys for coming in here. Appreciate that, Joe Polo, man. Unfortunately, I got to get off of here. My head hurts now. I got to go. But I appreciate you guys for coming in here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day with your families. Stay sober, stay safe. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow after the Lions game and also after the Pistons game. Peace.